Hello, I'm Nelson Williams, and this is Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines. Yes! Remember how way back when Mercurio wanted us to go pick up his astrolite from a bunch of junkie pricks, as he mentioned? Well, we've gone over to their beach house, and before we get along with that, I just want to show you the Santa Monica Pier. There's a great view from up here. Look at that storm in the background, the lightning. You can see the boardwalk and the pier. Even the Ferris wheel with its little light display. You can see the whole thing right out into the ocean. Very atmospheric. There's nothing doing for it. It has no purpose. But it sets a great mood, doesn't it? Oh, and there's another lightning strike. And this is the beach house, guarded by this fellow here. Let's go talk to him, shall we?
Help ya?
Relax. I'm here to buy you-know-what from you-know-who.
Okay, you can go on in. And if you really want to make my night, go ahead and start some shit in there, because I would love it.
I bet you would. I'll remember that. Thanks. Alright. And now, we have our way in. But while we're here, let's sneak around and check out the place. Huh. Boink. You know, if we couldn't get by that guy normally, we could sneak through here. I believe there might also be a goodie or some kind hidden in the grass around this place. So let's go see if we can find that. Check it out. A fire pit looking place. You know, just one of those little details. The details make everything. If we wanted to sneak through here and destroy people, we could turn the power off right there. We don't want to sneak through and destroy people. I'm pointing this out, though, because it shows you just kind of what effort went into programming this game to have multiple different ways of solving any given problem. We're going to talk our way through this as best we're able to. And if that fails, well, maybe a few people might wind up with a lot less blood in their bodies than they started. Get behind me, voomp, and the companion is instantly out of the way. Amazing. Why more games can't figure that little trick out, I don't know. But in any case, these guys obviously like their swimming. And they're having themselves a nice little conversation. With their levitating cards. Yes, their telekinetic card playing. Maybe the drugs they sell really do pack a kick. In any case, let's go in. There's a good couple of them in here. You know, playing video games. And this door here is locked. We could pick it, but picking it in plain view of somebody usually isn't a good idea. Also, it's locked with like a rating 10 or something like that, which is way beyond us. Let's see what they have in here. They've got a microwave, some stuff. I'm guessing that's for cooking up their drugs. Yep, there's their drugs. They have a fridge, which we can't get into. There's a car stereo here, which we could take and sell for a couple bucks, but if we do, they'll get all up over us and yell at us and scream at us, and there'll have to be blood and fangs, and nobody needs that. Okay. There's the bathroom. Here's their computer system. We could hack into it, but it doesn't have anything useful. Just the local surf reports, which I'm sure you're desperate to find out about. And over here, we have the laundry room. This door, of course, leads to the outside. If we wanted to sneak our way in, we could do it from there. But there is something we need to notice here. See that grate? Notice how we can manipulate it? Let's manipulate it. And sneak in. Aha! Money envelope. That would be Mercurio's money, which they had stashed in a somewhat hidden location. Easy to miss, but what the heck. We'll grab it while we're here. And let's go in to meet the big guy.
Yeah, that is what I love about this business. Fine women come to my house for my shit. I don't even gotta call them on the phone or nothing. Say there, pretty lady. What can I hook you up with tonight?
I'm looking for Astrolite. Got any?
Ain't that a goddamn coincidence? You know you're the second person to ask for that tonight? Considering that's not a very popular item, I have really got to wonder why you thought I might have some.
I suppose I could try to find another seller, but I heard you are the man to ask. You see, if we tell him about Mercurio, he will, of course, assume we are Mercurio's backup, and immediately the Fangs and the terror and the screaming and the running and the shooting and stuff. We don't want that. We want to talk to him.
Sure, okay. I got some stuff that'll do the trick. Astrolite. It's like TNT's bigger, meaner cousin with a prison record. I don't like keeping the stuff around. Too dangerous. So I'll let you have it for a little less than the going rate.
I'm good for the money. Believe me, I'd never rip a guy like you off. You see, we have some options here. That pink thing is our seduction. That blue thing is our talkity bits. We're going to use our talkity bits to see if we can swing this, because otherwise it's expensive and that's a lot of money we have to pay for somebody we're going to brutally murder. So, let's go with the first option.
You sure you're good for it? Because all it means to me if you're not is a little late-night shark fishing trip with the boys, if you understand what I'm saying. Here, you hold on to it. But if you don't pay me, your life is shit. Understand?
Yeah, I understand. I'll bring the money as soon as I can. Goodbye. Now, why he operates in this manner, I don't know. But now that we do have the Astrolite, we could effectively brutally murder everybody in the house. But we're not that kind of person, are we? No. We're Ventru. We're beyond brutally murdering people. We have mind control. Ooh, spooky powers. And out we go. We've got the cash. We've got the Astrolite. We've got everything Mercurio wants. Let's talk to this guy just one more time.
Go see the man. I'm about to change my mind.
Good enough. And we're out of here. Yes, I know, you're probably hoping for some violence after all this time. But that's not a quest we want to use violence on. Not yet. We'll get to the murdering a little bit later in the day. Alright. As you can see, ladders. They are an adventure in this game. They do work, they're just kind of ginky. Little strange, little weird. And here are our beach-going thin bloods. Right now, we know where Lily is. She's probably in the hospital at the blood bank. You know, for E right there. But we're not going to go get her yet. There's a reason for that. I'll explain that reason a little bit later, but it has to do with the companion mod. Yes! So for now, we're going to go back to Mercurio with the Astrolite and the money and see what happens next. I'll save you the trip. From now on, we're just going to be cutting out the travel time through Santa Monica here because you've seen the streets already, and I'll only knock back in if anything interesting happens. And yes, sometimes interesting things do in fact happen. So, I'll see you at Mercurio's place. Later. Alright, here we are at Mercurio's place, and there's the man himself, passed out on the couch in his own blood. I've had parties like that. Mercurio? I got the Astrolite back.
Yeah? Did you waste those sons of bitches?
No, that's not my style.
Did you get my money back?
Your money? Why, yes. Yes, I did. Because I am an honest Ventru. Money is not an issue for me.
Oh, you're a lifesaver. I might have to buy some new kidneys with this.
What am I supposed to do now?
You need to make someplace disappear. A warehouse. Looks to be a Sabbat interest.
What's a Sabbat?
You haven't been doing this too long, have you? The Sabbat, as I understand it, are your typical power-hungry movie monsters. They specialize in causing grief. I've tangled with their like, let me tell you. I didn't enjoy it.
Tell me about this warehouse.
I heard a lot about that operation. Well, I'd love to get in there, get my hands on the equipment they've been unloading. But it'd be suicide to walk in there. Got a small army of trigger-happy types, and they're all packing. I don't know, maybe,
Maybe what?
there's a guy. I never met him, but I heard a lot about him. His name is Tongue. Bertram Tongue. He's one of you types. If there's anyone who knows more than me about this city, it's him. Unfortunately, Tongue's hiding out at the moment.
What? Why?
Tongue's laying low because of Therese. Therese Vorman, you know her? Anyway, word is Therese and Tongue are feuding. I don't know the details. My take's that Tongue thinks he's about to get whacked, so he's gone underground till Therese calls it off. If you want to put that warehouse into orbit anytime soon, you're gonna have to get Therese to call off the feud.
Where can I find her?
She and her sister Jeanette, they run the asylum. Some freaky customers frequent that place. I try not to do business there.
We met Jeanette. She's the sparkly Harlequin, or Harley Quinn, I should say, look-alike. You know, something that looks like she crawled out of a Batman comic. She's also insane. She is a Malkavian, one of the crazy vampires. If her sister Jeanette is around, it's likely that Jeanette is also a crazy vampire. This bodes well, doesn't it, folks? What can you tell me about her?
She's the woman around here. Power player. Nice looking broad for a dead chick, but personality like stone.
Charming. I had a question about something else.
Who exactly?
About Jeanette Vorman.
Therese I don't like, but I can respect her. Jeanette's different. I don't know what to make of her. She's a little, you know, in the head. I don't know. Therese is, well, like you. And I would think so's Jeanette. But I hear rumors about her.
Rumors?
Call me old-fashioned, but I just can't talk about that kind of thing in front of a woman.
Oh, those kind of rumors. I had a question about someone.
Who exactly?
Let's talk about this Tongue guy.
I don't know him myself. I'd like to meet the guy. Kind of a local legend. He and Therese seem to be contenders for this city. He's crafty. Smart guy. I haven't heard anything bad about him.
Alright. Thanks for the info. Later. So, we need to find Therese. We need to get Therese to call off her feud with Bertram Tongue. Once she calls off the feud with Bertram Tongue, we need to find this Tongue guy. Upon finding this Tongue guy, he needs to escort us into the warehouse. Upon getting into the warehouse, we need to blow it to hell. Well, that's a simple little machine, isn't it? Yes, nothing Rube Goldberg-esque about that at all. Oh yeah, and this is our recent companion. And that's her getting out of our way. And that's an illustration of the physics engine. You know, I like someone to travel around with me. Gives me a little sense of style. I think she lends a real air of class to everything I do, don't you? Well now. The asylum, I'm told. They hang out in the asylum, that little club we visited earlier where we met Jeanette. Let's go over there and see what's what, shall we? Actually, right before we do, you know what? Ooh, look at that night. Look at that night sky. Isn't that just a beautiful night sky? Anyhow, we have some experience to spend. Yes, getting that astrolite without killing anybody gave us an extra point of experience or so. And of course, giving Mercurio back his money gave us some extra goodies too. But that's that. What we want to do is raise our abilities. Let's see, what abilities do we need to raise here? Well, I do know that sneaking will be very important soon. So let's put a point in stealth. I know security will be very important soon, so we'll put a point in that for our lockpicking feat. Excellent. That eats up all our experience. We'll accept the changes, and off we go. And I'll see you at the asylum.